Welcome to episode 20 of the Bolton Wanderers Road to Glory series here on FIFA 17. Looking to continue our winning ways, coming off 3 wins last episode. Couple lower half of the table teams, or 3 lower half of the table teams this episode. We're going to be at home versus Swindon Town, then we'll travel to Coventry City, and finally return home to play Port Vale. Let's go ahead and get into those matches. So it's our 3rd meeting versus Swindon Town this season. We played them in the Check-a-Trade Trophy, 1-0 victory. We played them the exact next game. It was a 2-0 victory. Both of those were on the road at Swindon. So hopefully we can continue our good form versus them, getting all 3 points and remaining at least 14 points ahead of Charlton Athletic. Swindon Town run a 5-3-2. Hopefully we can find our way through this defensive formation. Free kick here. Jones is going to send this to Bika. Derek steps in and takes that away. Half hour in. Out to Pulisic. Taken away by Kasim. He's going to give it to Barry, but Pulisic hustles back, wins it, gives this off to Moxie. Moxie's going to play that through for Wilkinson. Wilkinson tried to find one through for Clough. It was well intercepted, but he sticks with it, wins it back. Clough's going to pick this up. Where's he going to go? He's going to go to Souza, and Souza on a great run buries that into the far side netting. The youngster has played well for us this season. He's played well since Jack Harrison's been out and gets on the end of that Wilkinson pass and gives us a 1-0 lead, his 4th of the season. Going back to Vela. Shouldn't be too much time here left in the first. 3 minutes added on. Moxie plays that through for Clough. Clough has time to turn. Can he find somebody in the center? No, it's tackled away. Jones is just going to send this towards midfield. Beavers comes over and wins it. Tries to get it through to Clough, but it's intercepted. Barry's just going to send that over. He is onside. Obika being run down there by Beavers. Does well. Holds up play. Gets that to Delfuenzo. Exchange was Kasim. Kasim now turns it inside. He's going to drop it off for Murray. Gets it right back. Sends it out to Barry. Kasim. Spearing's going to poke that away. And the defense steps up there at the end to keep it 1-0 going into half. This is the second time this has happened, that the field has turned like there's snow on top of it. It was green, and all of a sudden, just as that free kick was given, it turned white. But play on, says the ref there. Clough turns inside on his man, gives this to Wilkinson. Wilkinson's going to slide it through. Souza on the end of it. Can he get it in? He sends it in. And Vigouroux kept that out of his net. It was almost an own goal. Corner kick. Vigouroux. Header won by Derek to Wilkinson. Wilkinson's going to play this through for Clough. Clough taken away by Jones to Kasim. Forward for Norris. He and Thomas, a little give and go there. Doughty back to Thomas. Has a man there on the far side. Is he going to use him? No, he turns it back inside. Gives it to Doughty. Doughty at the 18. Turns it inside. Gives it to Delfuenzo. And Derek steps up with a huge block out for a corner kick. So Stivar throws this out to Buxton. Ahead to Souza. Vela. As Wilkinson will try to play that through. Wilkinson brings this down in the box. Can he get across in? He gets it to Vela. He couldn't quite dig it out. The save from Vigouroux falls to the feet of Samazeda. He just came on the corner kick, and his first touch of the game gives him his 4th goal of the season and us a 2-0 lead. Souza taken away by Thompson. Will he use the runner? No. Back towards midfield. Now Souza on him. Does nice to get around him there. Now he plays it up to Doughty. Doughty's going to send the cross in. Norris with a header, and that's just wide. We'll have a look here at the replay just to see how close it was. And nothing there. I think Slivar had that post covered. So Vigouroux sends that to midfield. Trotter wins it into Spearing. Spearing's going to give that to Moxie. Has Pulisic out wide. He'll use him. Pulisic into the area. Can he get across in? He does it up to Wilkinson, who fires it with the left foot. And it trickles across the face of the goal out for a goal kick. 4 minutes added on. But with a 2-goal advantage, we should be well off. As Vigouroux probably going to have to send this. There he does. He launches that towards midfield. Derek will step up. Delphi Windsor wins the header. Moxie steps in to intercept that pass. He's going to dink that over to Souza. Souza will play this up the line. Wilkinson runs on. Has Samazeda inside. Samazeda, he turns. He's going to lay it off. And Souza gets to the end of it. And Vigouroux comes up with a big save. Souza almost getting his 2nd of the match. And there is the final whistle. So a 2-0 victory. We do the triple over Swindon Town this season. 6 points in the league, and we knocked them out of the Check-a-Trade trophy. As you see, we had double the shots, 4 times as many on target, 2 of them finding the back of the net. Zach Clough gets man of the match with an 8.1 rating. Of course, Samazeda and Souza picking up their 4th of the season. Clough picking up the lone assist. For the second match, we'll head off to Coventry. Once again, the 3rd match of the season. We beat them 2-0 earlier in the season. If you look, they're in 2nd to last place. Then we lost 1-0 in the Check-a-Trade trophy, so they knocked us out of that tournament. They have the interesting 5-2-3 formation, so we're still going to have to find a way through 5 at the back for the 2nd straight match. We had a look at the table before the match. Charlton Athletic also won their match, so we're still 14 points up top. Wilkinson has picked up an injury there on that card, or on the foul that led to a card. Moxie, oh, he's taken down there. Pulisic, that's probably going to be another card. That's how this was when we played them in the league earlier on the season. They picked up a red and several yellows. Wilkinson's going to make a nice run there, and even though he's injured, he slides to put it back in the net, giving us a lead 10 minutes in. His 9th of the season, 6th since rejoining us. We'll have to see the extent of the injury. Hopefully he can make it through to halftime. But he's fought through it so far and given us a 1-0 lead. Evans to Rose. Wilkinson still carrying that injury. He gives that back to Evans. Forward for Jones. Pulisic does well to take that away. Into Clough. Clough's going to give it to Vela. Vela pushes out wide to Souza. For Spearing, he's going to lay it off for Vela. And a chance to double the lead, but the double tap gets me again. Goal kick. Oh, not a great throw there. Beavers will play that out wide for Wilson. Oh, that's poked away there by Reed. Reed wins it. He's going to send in a cross. This is dangerous. Derek gives that right back to Svilar. 3 minutes added on. Rolls that out to Moxie. Much better that time. He has Pulisic on a run. Sends that forward. Pulisic with a nice touch. Looks like there's going to be another card as Willis sends this out. So we're up 1-0. They lead us in cards 4-0. So Coventry will start off here in the second half, chasing that one goal. You see their team is lit up with yellow. Sordell turns there, gives that to Rose. Rose sends that across. Wilson does well. He's just going to clear this up to McCann. McCann gives that to Gadzev. To Rose. To McCann. McCann at the edge of the area. He gives it to Gazdev, and he fires a shot that's wide. So Svilar sends that right up the middle. It goes all the way to Vela. Poked away by Gazdev. Picked up by Wilson. Back to Vela. Coventry keeping the pressure on here. It's that type of pressure that's earned them the cards they've gotten so far this game. Pulisic sticks with it. It's going to bounce around. Picked up by Spearing. Spearing drops it all the way back to Moxie. Moxie on the edge of the area. Moxie slides it through. Souza with the shot and into the back of the net. It had been all Coventry here to start the second half, and somehow we just put a little move, stuck with it, and the youngster gets his second goal of the episode, 5th of the season, 1-0 Bolton.
This game, that tackle is only a throw-in.
Reed throws to Jones. Two run into each other, but Pulisic can't take it off of him. Reed gets a nice move in between two. Reed drops that off to Rose. Rose with a dribble, and Svilar comes up with a big save. So they almost swift reply us. They're chasing the 2 goals now, and I'm lucky that did not go in the back of the net. McCann to take this corner. Jones to Bigger Imana. Turnbull, he's the one that got the red card earlier, and how is that not a foul? And he's on a yellow. That should probably have been his second. He just goes straight through the back of the defender there. But it's a goal kick. There you see, 5 fouls to 1. Spearing will send this in, headed away by Ricketts. Who's going to get to it first? It's Vela. Tries to get it to Carter. Turnbull steps up, takes it away. Rose gives the Reed quickly to Sordell. A little bit of a counterattack here. Haynes has that on the far side with plenty of space in front of him. Little hold up now. He'll send in across. Sordell with a header from the top of the 18. No real danger of going in, but Coventry trying to put something together here. Rose to Lamaras. Lamaras in the area, cuts it back. He's going to send it in. Sordell unmarked. Slievlar got a piece of it, but it finally, Coventry finally find the back of the net. Sordell with the header straight at the keeper, but he was charging out at him off balance. It's 2-1. So 2-1 victory. We get revenge for them knocking us out of the Checkatrade Trophy. And get another 3 points in the league. So we know our lead over Charlton will still be 14 points. They completely outshot us. Our only 2 shots found in the back of the net. So we were lucky this game. Man of the match goes to Dean Moxie at the left back position with an 8.8. Of course, goals for Wilkinson and Souza with an assist to Moxie and Vela. We'll return home for the final match of the episode versus Port Vale. A look there, they're in 18th, so we had a chance to rotate out some of the squad here. Connor Wilkinson picked up a week-long injury from the last match. I'm also giving starts to Alashe and Price at center back. So it's a 4-2-3-1 for Port Vale. We beat them 3-1, and you have to go all the way back to one of the first matches of the season. Maybe that's a 4-4-1-1. It looks like a 4-2-3-1 to me. Wilson. Price. Ahead to Clough. Clough's going to give that to Alashe. He has Pulisic out wide, uses Chaplin. Chaplin getting the start in place of Wilkinson. Gives it to Clough. He's going to get it. Oh, it's to Pulisic, and he shoots it straight at Alnwick, and that's going to go out for a throw. Pulisic. That pass is blocked. Tavares to Grant. Grant has time to turn it upfield. Back to Tavares. He's going to use Pereira to Cecilia. Grant avoids the tackler there. Tavares, and that's through for Cecilia. He has a shot, but Slevar gets a hand to it, out for a corner. Here, 25 minutes in. Both teams having an opportunity. Slevar did well there to keep it out. Thomas will set this corner up. Try to cut off anything here at the near post. It's kind of coming my way. Cecilia with the header. Slevar got a hand to it. It falls to the feet of Kiko. And we're down 1-0 here at home. Oh, in off the defender too. Not sure, maybe, oh, it's Price, the young defender. Couldn't quite block it completely. Wilson will take that kick. Souza. Clough. Pulisic going to make a run for him? Yes. Pulisic turns it inside. Pulisic, nice ball through. Clough with the shot. Alnwick comes up with a huge save again. Tried to clear it towards midfield. Headed on to Moxie. Moxie gives it back for Spearing. Spearing's going to send that in for Clough. Clough, a ball through, and Smith tries to clear it. Spearing's going to pick this up. He'll turn it back. Oh, and he's hacked down there. That's a penalty. I wonder, no card? No card. Spearing did well to run that down, and he's just tripped up there. So Zach Clough will step up to take it. Haven't done well on penalties this year. Did well on that one. Zach Clough gets his 5th of the season, his first in quite a while, and it's 1-1 going into halftime. Grant. Tavares. Pereira. Oh, got around one. Pereira on a nice little, oh, wow. A shot almost curled into the far corner. Nothing Slevar could have done there. We're lucky this is still 1-1. Oh, Pereira with a nice tackle there. Souza comes back to pick it up, and then he turns on his defender. Alashe for Clough, or Connor Chaplin to Clough. Spearing makes a nice run through. Spearing will bring this out wide. Can he get a cross in? He does, and Chaplin's there, but Alnwick is on top of it. Best opportunity we've had so far here in the second half. Kicked out to Thomas. And Alashe does well to step in there. He's going to play that to Wilson. Wilson to Spearing. A nice ball. Clough can run onto this. Clough. Oh, hacked down there. That's going to be a free kick. And this should be a card for Kiko. So he's got a goal and a yellow card to his name today. So we'll try to put this into A dangerous area. Grant's there to head it back to Spearing, and can he get a cross in? Dangerous in the area. It goes to Pulisic. Oh, he couldn't quite get a shot off, and it falls to the feet of Clough, who hits it squarely, but just couldn't keep it down. That's going to be out for a goal kick.
Tony's game. He's being substituted now, and the crowd have loved watching his performance.
Yeah, it's just all gone right.
Head for Pereira. Back to Knops.
He's got support here.
Inside to Thomas. Thomas in a dangerous area. Come and shut him down, and he nearly curls that into the right-hand corner. So it's a 1-1 draw here at home versus Port Vale. We're a great road team, just sometimes we lack it at home. But we'll check out we were outshot. We had more on target though, and it ends up drawn at 1. Clough gets man of the match with an 8.3 rating. Of course, he picked up the goal on the penalty. So unfortunately, some streaks come to an end this episode. Our clean sheet streak ends at 8, and our win streak ends at 7. But that'd be all for today's episode. 14-point lead, 7 games left to play. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.